Welcome to the Crazy Alchemist podcast, where alchemy, occultism, and strange history come alive.
Around 2400 BCE, Sumerian scribes cataloged a class of demons they called Lilitu, wind spirits, restless ghosts of young women who died before marriage, before completing the life their culture expected of them. Grief built the monster. The ache of what they never had drove them through windows at night, seeking human victims. That name, from the Sumerian word lil, meaning wind or spirit, survived for 4,000 years. It crossed from cuneiform tablets to the Hebrew Bible, from Aramaic incantation bowls to Kabbalistic theology, and from Victorian painting studios to feminist magazines. No civilization that encountered Lilith managed to contain her. In the Hebrew Bible, the word Lilith appears exactly once, in Isaiah 34:14, a prophecy of desolation. One word buried among hyenas and goat demons. Translators have fought over it for centuries. The King James Bible calls her a screech owl, while Jerome's Latin Vulgate chose Lamia, the child-eating monster of Greek myth. The Dead Sea Scrolls use the plural, not one Lilith, but Liliths. The Babylonian Talmud mentions her 4 times, each reference brief and almost casual. Rabbi Hanina warned that anyone who sleeps alone in a house will be seized by Lilith. Another passage notes she grows her hair long. A third describes a winged, human-shaped fetus called a likeness of Lilith. And the fourth names her son, Herman, who could outrun horses along the walls of Mahoza. She is dangerous, winged, long-haired, a mother of demons, a practical hazard, not yet a theological crisis. The story everyone knows does not appear until the medieval period. The alphabet of Bansira, written anonymously in Iraq sometime in the late 9th or 10th century, tells it. God created Lilith from the same earth as Adam. They quarreled immediately. "I will not lie below," Lilith said. Adam insisted he should be on top because he was superior. Lilith's answer was simple. "We are equal. We are both from the earth." Then she spoke the unspeakable name of God and flew away. God sent 3 angels after her, Senoi, Sansenoi, and Semangaloth. They found her by the Red Sea, coupling with demons, producing 100 demonic children each day. The angels threatened her, "Return or we kill your offspring." She refused, but she agreed to spare any infant protected by an amulet bearing those 3 angel names. The text itself may be satire. Scholars call it the first parody in rabbinic literature. But the story escaped its frame. Those angel names appear on protective amulets found across the Jewish world for the next 8 centuries. Archaeologists have recovered dozens of Aramaic incantation bowls from Nippur alone, inscribed with binding spells against Lilith, buried upside down beneath houses to trap her. Some bowls issue a formal divorce decree against the demon, using the same legal formula that separates husband and wife. The Kabbalists went further. In 1265, Rabbi Isaac ben Jacob HaKohen wrote the treatise on the left emanation. He married Lilith to Samael, the angel of death, and made them rulers of the Sitra Ahra, the other side of divine creation. The Zohar expanded this cosmology. When the temple fell and God's feminine presence, the Shekinah, went into exile, Lilith filled the vacancy. She became a cosmic principle of disorder, the dark counterpart to sacred femininity. In 1808, Goethe put her in Faust. Mephistopheles warns, "Beware her hair, for when she twines it round a young man's neck, she will not ever set him free again." Dante Gabriel Rossetti painted her in 1866, a beautiful woman combing her legendary hair before a mirror, surrounded by poppies. She needed nothing. The Victorians found that more frightening than any demon. Then the reversal. In 1972, Lily Rivlin wrote about Lilith in Ms. Magazine. Theologian Judith Plaskow reimagined the myth. Lilith returns to Eden not as demon but as friend to Eve. Together they climb the garden wall and begin telling each other stories. In 1976, a Jewish feminist magazine took her name. In 1997, Sarah McLachlan named her all-female music festival, Lilith Fair. It grossed $16 million in its first year. The traits that made her demonic in rabbinic literature, refusal to submit, sexual independence, departure from the prescribed order, became her qualifications for feminist heroism. Lilith has survived 4,000 years as a wind spirit, night demon, first wife of Adam, queen of hell, and feminist icon. 80 incantation bowls from Nippur, 1 word in Isaiah, 3 angel names on amulets from Baghdad to Brooklyn. She has outlasted every empire and every theology that tried to contain her. And she is still out there, somewhere between the Red Sea and the edge of Eden. If you enjoyed this, subscribe and hit the bell. We have 50 more creatures in the Bestiary, and each one has a story like this. Next time, we meet Lamashtu, the lion-headed goddess who terrified even other demons.
If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to visit crazyalchemist.com for more intriguing content and follow Crazy Alchemist on Instagram and Facebook to stay connected.